Hello everyone, welcome to this lecture. In this lecture, I'll be covering the topic preparation of alkane from haloalkanes, or we can also call it as alkyl halides. Now, under this reaction, there are different types of reaction we will be studying. The first one is using Grignard's reagent. But before proceeding with the lecture, kindly go through the previous lectures wherein I have covered the topic preparation of alkanes from unsaturated hydrocarbon. And all the tricks and examples I have covered in the previous lecture. So kindly go through it before watching this lecture. So let's start with the topic. The first one is from Grignard's reagent. Now, before proceeding with the topic, let us have a look on the Grignard's reagent. Now, what is basically Grignard's reagent, students? So, Grignard reagent is called as alkyl magnesium halide. Okay, so basically, Grignard reagent, it is also called as what? Alkyl magnesium halides, right? So, haloalkanes, if I take any haloalkane, like in place of this halogen, I can use chloroalkane, then bromoalkane, iodoalkane. So, out of these three haloalkane, if I use, okay, and then allow it to react with magnesium in the presence of dry ether, then I will be getting the compound that is RMgX, okay, Rx, which is called as haloalkane. When it is treated with magnesium, then we get what? We get a compound which is called as RMgX, nothing but alkyl magnesium halide. And this alkyl magnesium halide, we call it as Grignard reagent. Very, very important in the entire organic chemistry. Remember, Grignard reagent, we are going to use in many reactions. So it is very important. Okay, and there are n number of examples, n number of reactions I will be covering in the entire course. So keep watching all the lectures. Now let us take one example. But before the example, let us have a look on the dry ether. Now, why do we need to use this dry ether? So remember, dry ether basically it is used because Grignard reagent, it is highly reactive. Remember, Grignard reagent is what, student? It is highly reactive. At the same time, it is sensitive, okay, to moisture. It is highly reactive and sensitive to moisture. So whenever it comes in contact with water, it leads to the unwanted side reaction. Okay, we get different unwanted side reactions, and it may and the yield of this Grignard reagent, it will get what? It will get reduced. The yield get reduced. Okay, and that is the reason why if we are using water, then the yield of the Grignard reagent will be reduced. We won't get the desired product in a proper yield. And that is the reason why we need to prepare Grignard reagent in a dry condition. Clear? Now, suppose if it reacts with water or if it comes in contact with water, then definitely we will be getting some other product, right? And then that side reaction will take place and we will be getting the product which is nothing but alkane. And then the same thing we are going to study in the above reaction, right? So here I'm using dry ether. Why? Because we need a good yield of this Grignard reagent. And further, when this Grignard reagent, it reacts with water, then we get n number of reactions, side reactions and different products. So in this chapter, we will be focusing what? Preparation of alkane from Grignard reagent. So in that case, we need to use what? We need to use water. Clear? Now coming to few more interesting concept related to Grignard reagent. So when I talk about Grignard reagent, remember students, this is nothing but RMgX, right? So in this Grignard reagent or alkyl magnesium halide, the alkyl group, that is the carbon, okay, this carbon, it is what? It is a highly polar group, okay, or this entire group is polar. This carbon, it will acquire a partial negative charge. Okay, the carbon, it acquires what? It acquires a partial negative charge. Why? Because this carbon, it is bonded to magnesium, and magnesium is what, student? It is highly electropositive than carbon. This R is nothing but carbon skeleton only, right? So this magnesium, it is highly electropositive. Why? Because it belongs to group second. It belongs to group second. And we know that magnesium, it belongs to alkaline earth metals, right? And alkaline earth metals are nothing but they all are what? They all are strong metals which are carrying electropositive charge, right? They all are what? They are positive in nature. So magnesium, it is highly electropositive compared to carbon, and that is the reason why magnesium will acquire a positive charge and alkyl group, that is carbon, will acquire what? It will acquire a negative charge, right? And then we know that the halide or halide is also a negative charged species. Halides are nothing but halogens, right? And they belong to group 17. They belong to group 17, and group 17, they are what? They are electronegative in nature. isn't it? They are electronegative in nature. So halide, it acquires a negative charge. Clear? And because of this entire separation in the charges, the entire Grignard reagent, okay, this Grignard reagent, it is what? It is a polar in nature. Okay, it is what? It is highly polar in nature. Clear? Because we have carbon, which is an electron donor, right? In this case, sorry, we have carbon, which is what? It is a proton donor, right? Not electron donor, it is a proton donor. And what is proton donor? That we are going to study in the reaction. Clear? So understood everything related to Grignard reagent, all the key points I have discussed. Now let us have a look on the reaction, one example of preparing the Grignard reagent. Now in this case, I have taken CH3, CH2Br. The name of this compound is bromoethane, right? This is bromoethane. Then we have, on the other hand, we have what? We have magnesium. And in the presence of dry ether, what is going to happen? This is negative, okay? And this magnesium, it will go and attack on this carbon. So we are going to get CH3, CH2, then Mg, and then on the other side, we have a Br. Clear? Because magnesium, the valency of magnesium, it is what? It has a +2 charge, right? So it will be combining with the both alkyl group on one side and halide group on the other side, right? So this is the compound which we have prepared, and the name of the compound is, the naming we are going to use is this general formula, alkyl. Now which alkyl group? 2 carbon means ethyl. Now magnesium as it is, I'm going to write down. And then which halide we are using? We are using bromide, right? So the Grignard reagent name is ethyl magnesium bromide. Clear? Now like this, we can use n number of Grignard reagent. We can prepare n number of Grignard reagent, right? At the end of this video, I'm going to solve many and many examples based on the same reaction. So keep watching the video till the end. Now, let us proceed ahead with our actual reaction. That is, from Grignard reagent, how to prepare alkane. Now, we need to prepare alkane using Grignard reagent. Already I have explained the concept. When Grignard reagent, it comes in contact with moisture or it comes in contact with water, we will be getting what? Alkane. Now, how to proceed? Now, remember students, in the previous chapter also, I have explained you, chemistry is all and all about the charges. Okay, the simple and the golden trick is you need to know the charges. You need to identify the charges. Once you know the charge, then the opposite charge will form a bond. That's it. Okay, this is very simple rule or simple trick you are going to apply to solve any type of reaction. So what I'm going to do is, in RMGX, I have written the charges. Okay, just now I have explained you, R will carry the negative charge, right? And magnesium, it is highly electropositive, so it will carry a plus charge. In water also we have students H and OH, right? So H, it carries a plus charge. OH, it carries what? It carries a negative charge. Now this R is negative, so definitely towards R, hydrogen will go, which is a plus charge, right? I have shown this arrow, okay, the blue color. Just follow the blue color arrow. Then OH, it is negative. It will go to the positive charged magnesium, right? And then we will be getting this particular compound, okay, which is highly what? Unstable. Because magnesium, it is bonded to OH as well as Br. And the main compound which we wanted to prepare is alkane. So R and H, when it combines, we get what? We get alkane, right? So this is how we can solve any reaction, that is the preparation of alkane using Grignard's reagent. Clear? Let us now have a look on the second example. Now in this case, we have ethyl magnesium bromide and water. Okay, we have what? Ethyl magnesium bromide and water. Now it is again simple. We know that water is what? It is having H plus. Okay, I'm writing here, this is H plus and OH minus, right? So H, since it is plus, it will go to which group? It is going to combine with C2H5 because it is negative, and OH will go and attack on magnesium because it is positive. Okay, so when C2H5, it combines with one hydrogen, I will be getting C2H6, right? And C2H6 is nothing but ethane, isn't it? And then the byproduct we are getting is magnesium and then OH and Br, right? This is what? This is an unstable complex. Okay, clear? So we have done everything related to the preparation of ethane. Let us now have a look on one more reaction. Now this is a reaction CH3MgI plus H2O. Okay, and now the same way you are going to carry out the reaction, right? The same way you are going to carry out the reaction. So this will be test yourself question. You are going to solve this on your own and write down the answer in the comment box. Okay, or you can also DM me, no problem. In the next lecture, I will be discussing the answer to this reaction. So keep watching all the lectures, and then before. So in this lecture, students, we have covered everything related to preparation of alkanes from haloalkane using Grignard reagent. In the next reaction, I'm going to cover the next topic, that is again very important, Wood's reaction. So keep watching all the lectures. I'll see you in the next lecture.